let's say someone watching this, they might be thinking about moving to Ghana and
Okay.
live their African dream, whether the person is an expat or from the Caribbean or African American. They want to take a trip, or even just someone who just wants to move and they've been considering that. Um,
Right.
and they want to know certain facts, like what is the electricity like in Ghana, because they hear about these cut like power cuts and all these things, the water situation. Can you talk about maybe some of the inconveniences around that and how you get
Yeah,
around? That'd be awesome.
definitely. Like most things in life, nothing is perfect. So some of the downsides of being in Ghana is that you do have power cuts. Electricity will go off for hours at a time. I think the longest I've known it to be off since I've been here was about 11 hours. But that was once in the last year or so. So electricity can go off at inconvenient times. Um, water, water, depending on where you live. Not everywhere in Accra even has water, as in, have piped water to the houses, but most of the places that I would live in or I'd even look at would have had, water piped in. So the water flows fine. What most people I've noticed have is aside from their water, they have a poly tank, which is essentially a huge water container,
Yeah,
sometimes
we're
five
gonna put we're gonna put like
liters.
a picture. Maybe we put like a picture up to see
Yeah,
what it's
maybe we can
like.
take a
Yeah,
picture.
yeah,
It's a shame I'm using a phone or else I just,
yeah. Do that. Yeah, it's okay.
around and show them. But polytank is, you hold water in it. And the idea is when water's flowing, you fill up your polytank. So if there's any interruption in water service, you still have enough water for a week or so, which you shouldn't need. It's kind of like a backup supply of water. And most places have that. And with that, I've never had any real problems. Um, Regarding the electricity situation, because I didn't want it to be an issue, when we were moving, one of the agreements we had with my wife is to make sure the electricity wasn't an issue because she knew it happened and she didn't want to live the inconvenience, and I knew it
Yeah.
could become a downside.
Right.
The first couple of months we were here, it wasn't really an issue. We had, the lights would go off once in a while, very rarely, and for a short period of time. I remember there was a period where it happened like consistently for about a week. Not that every day for a week, but I think it went off, I think, twice in a week. And then the following week, another once or twice. So I was like, you know what, before you even make it a factor, I went and bought a generator. Now, I bought a diesel generator, nothing too huge or fancy, but something
I
that the
go on
lights,
myself.
yeah. So if the lights go on, you turn on your generator, it's run by diesel. Full tank will probably run about 10 to 12 hours. But I tend to have a spare gallon of diesel just in case. So potentially I could run the generator for a day or more. I've never had to. Usually, on average, I'll run it for an hour or two when the power does go off. And that's mainly because maybe I'm doing something and or I'm watching something and I just want to finish my show. And because it's there, I could probably live without it if it was just me. If the lights go off during the day, I've got books, I've got my laptop, I've got 4G on my
Right.
phone so I can just tether so electricity on or off, I've got 4G internet connectivity.
Hmm.
So I should keep working without it. My laptop will run for 6 to 8 hours if need be. But yeah, I didn't want electricity to be a factor.
Right.
So I got a generator. Yeah, and it comes in handy, in case you want to use the microwave and the lights have gone off,
Yeah.
just at inopportune time that you're about to microwave your lunch or something. Yeah. So there are problems with that, but I feel like if you come knowing what they are, you either prepare yourself to deal with them or find a way to mitigate them, as in get a generator and make sure you've got a water tank.
Right. Right. Yeah, I had to get one myself. So, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You don't. But the good thing is you don't have to use it. It's not like you're using it every single day. And if it does go off, it's like a couple of hours max, and it's usually back. But yeah, that's I guess that's the caveat. And the water situation, as you said, yeah, we're going to put a picture of the poly tank.
Yeah,
But people have workarounds. Some maybe if you are renting, it's different. If you are renting, I think you're surely going to have water somewhere, whether either
yeah,
via poly tank or often it's through
exactly.
pipes. It's through pipes. But because I bought and I bought a house, I had to. We didn't have we had pipe, but it has not been connected yet. So we had to start off with a poly tank, and now we're getting the pipes connected. So I mean, you don't really notice any difference.
And
Or
there's
and
another option as well. Some people get boreholes drilled
yeah,
on their property. So if
yeah,
you've got a borehole, then essentially that's, you can use the
yeah.
water supply or you can just use your
And
borehole.
you can run the borehole through your pipes. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And if you have a borehole, that actually means you're self-sufficient. So
yeah,
look, quite a few people, if they don't have water flowing to their house, they just have a borehole and that
yeah,
takes care of their needs. So
yeah,
there are options.
yeah. Exactly. And one of the cool things is, I think maybe at some point we're gonna try and maybe get some good suppliers of these things that we have vetted to kind of like also share those list of contacts with you guys. So if you needed, a borehole, uh, uh, specialist to come and take a look at your property, they can do that. So, but that's something that we're going to discuss later.